This is Noel Tate from the rock band Leader and Trapped in a World, the Howard the Duck podcast, and you're listening to Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Diggity dank.
Diggity dank indeed. Oh, that's the new one. Diggity dank indeed. All right, kids, welcome back to another week of the Nightwing News. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is...
Hi, I'm Kristen.
And today we are covering new issue Nightwing 90. I'll mention, because I'm pretty sure it's Dick Grayson in Batman Superman World's Finest #1. And...
Oh, he was in that one?
I think it's him. Well, I'll discuss that. Yeah. And, of course, we'll continue more Grayson 5 through 8, and annual #1. Alright, kids, so... But no, you flashed that cover to Nightwing 90 that came out this week. That's beautiful. That could be a poster.
I believe you mean that cover is Diggity Dank.
It is Diggity Dank.
Because it was a Wally and Dick story that originated Diggity Dank, so...
And,
this is the Diggity Dankest.
And who wrote Batman Superman's World's Finest #1 this week? Mr. Mark Waid, who...
Mr. Diggity Dank himself!
Yeah, because I'll get to that. I'll get to that first, because, yeah, like I said, I'm not sure it's Dick, but it supposedly takes... All it says in the beginning is in the not-too-distant past, but, I mean, you saw the first couple pages in the... What is that? What was that? The back?
Yeah, I mean,
Detective
I can't remember. Was it the old costume? Oh, no, it was... It's not the no-pants costume.
It screams Dick to me, except that he does have, like, long pants and stuff. Yeah.
But it's not anybody's costume, right? Like, it's not...
Yeah, no, it doesn't...
It's not... yeah.
It doesn't... But, I mean, it has, like, the old R, like, Dick had on it, so I'm thinking it...
Okay, yeah, the not italic R, the plain R.
And it looks like he has the pixie boots, but, yeah, just with long pants, so...
Yeah, there was just something about it in the preview that felt kind of... I think because he's so into Superman, he was like, yeah, Superman!
Oh, yeah, because...
I mean... The Robin most likely to do that is Dick, so...
Oh, yeah, and just the way... yeah, because there's like a one point... Poison Ivy knocks Robin off the roof of the Daily Planet, and then Batman catches him and kind of bungees him up back up to the roof, so I'm like, oh, that's a Dick move. That's right there. Because, I mean... Yeah.
Well, and plus, like you said, they're calling it...
Just look at him somersault back up on that roof. That's Dick Grayson. Come on.
Yeah. Well, and just like you said, since they're calling it... Not just Batman, Superman, but World's Finest.
Yes.
And Dick was always the one that was in World's Finest.
Yeah. But, I will get answers because I believe he said around the time issue 2 comes out, Mark Waid said he would talk to me and Lilith if you want to in on that. You're more than welcome. I don't have a date yet, but... So
yeah, let me know because he's so diggity dank.
Yeah, so if we get
I always loved it. I always loved to tell him, I love that phrase, diggity dank, dude.
So that'll be one of my first questions. I'm like, is this Dick Grayson?
What was it that you were supposed to ask him that you forgot that one time? We had 2 questions. That I
forget.
I
know. I did ask him the diggity dank. I forget what else I forgot.
And he was like, I don't know, right?
Well, yeah, he said he forgot where he got that from. He's like, it's probably like some show or movie or something I read, and yeah.
I know, but there was something like much more important that you were supposed to ask.
Well, if you can remember, either remind me or you can ask it yourself. But no, yeah, Batman, Superman.
Oh, that's right. It was about Dick and Starfire getting married because he was writing the Flash.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he'll be like, oh, yeah,
did they not tell you about that?
I'm sure.
Okay, I'm writing it down now.
I'm sure that will be the case. He'll be like, yeah, they didn't tell me, or there was I wonder if they changed their mind at the last minute. Because they don't like marriages. But no, I saw a review that said Batman, Superman, World's Finest. They're like, oh, if you love the Silver Age, if you love Silver Age comics, you'll love this. I agree with that. I mean, it's very, and again, And it's not like modern, Batman doesn't trust Superman. They seem very friendly in this because, like, this story takes place in the past, but then they flash back even further and show one of the first times Batman and Superman teamed up, and Batman's like, "Oh, you had my back today. I won't forget that," and just kind of building that friendship. Yeah. Bruce didn't seem like a jerk in this one, so
I can't wait to read it.
But it's good, and the art's really good.
What was the Batman one this week? What number is the Batman one where he saves Dick when Dick's falling off?
Oh, I think it's 1056 was last week. 1057 came out this week.
Okay, right, because this is in Detective, not Batman.
it's Detective. Yeah, well, Dick wasn't even in this week's because Bruce showed up and he's just like, oh, Dick's gonna need like 24 hours to recover from Scarecrow's gas, and
I thought he was on the cover. I thought he's on the cover.
He is, but you get one line from Bruce that said, "Oh, he's gonna need 24 hours to recover from that gas." You still get everyone else, but yeah, Dick's out of it. So,
all right. So I just need to read.
Yeah. So I wasn't even gonna mention Detective Gas. Yeah, Dick, except for one mention.
Man, I hate it when they do that. He's on the cover and then he's not in it.
I know, unless they didn't time that right. Oh, and the last issue of Titans United came out this week, and what is it? The penultimate issue of Robins, the miniseries, and we're going to cover both of those. I was looking at the schedule in June because I think I just threw that out there because I didn't know when they were going to end. So I'm just like, let's just throw it out there.
Make
sure they're both
Titans,
out
because the Titans one they posted, they simultaneously post the digital version in DC Universe Unlimited, but the Robins one I thought maybe 6, but it hasn't. So maybe they might post the digital one of 6 next week because that one's been like a month or so ahead.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if they just do they put out different chapters and then they put a couple chapters in like a physical book. So, but yeah,
no, it's weird. It's exactly the same because I read it on the one and then it comes when it comes out.
But yeah, we'll cover both of those in June. They'll both be out, plenty of time, and then that'll be one of the. There's, I think, Titans United and then Robins the week after. They're pretty close. I think they might be towards the end of June. It'll be right before Summer of '69 in July. So,
cool.
All right. Oh, before we get to this Nightwing 90 with Dick and Wally, Flash came out today. War for Earth 3 Part 3 in Flash 780. Dick isn't in it yet. He might be next week because that's when I think they said Titans Academy comes out next week. But there's just one line because it's like, okay, I mean, Wally's stuff was seen to still be going on, which was cool. But then Johnny Quick from the Crime Syndicate of Earth 3 comes to steal the cosmic treadmill, breaks into the Flash Museum. Wally tries to stop him. I guess they keep like a fake treadmill like on public display, but the real treadmill's in the basement. And Johnny eventually finds it in the basement. And the only mention of Dick in the issue, once Johnny finds the real cosmic treadmill went in the basement, Wally's thinking to himself, Dick was right. We should have just hid it in a cave. I know. Get it, kids? Bats in caves. All right.
But Flashes don't have caves. They have museums and cosmic treadmills.
That's right. Which I don't know why they just don't dismantle that, because I'm pretty sure all those Flashes can time travel under their own power now. All right, but
probably.
Speaking of Wally, let's get the Nightwing 90.
Let's.
So this one starts off interesting. Blockbuster just decides to blow up Dick's whole building. Hasn't he done this before?
Yeah, he has. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe he hasn't in this continuity.
Maybe. Oh, but maybe. I mean, that story does happen. So I wonder if Tom Taylor was just playing with us, be like, "Oh, hey, remember it happened before? It could happen again." Because Dick's just laying in bed with Haley. And he gets...
well, the other thing that we should know is... Okay, so we've got Blockbuster, and then Melinda, the mayor, and then a cop, and then that other guy with, like, a scarf around him, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that's supposed to be.
But we gotta keep it in mind.
No. Maroney.
Oh, right. Yeah. We gotta keep it in mind because it's gonna pop back up later.
Yeah.
And then I think, like, the assassinating people, right? Hey, this La Agente Fuenbre, is that, like, just made up for this, or is that something in the DC universe?
I don't remember hearing that name, so I mean, that might be a new character, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I love Dick laying in bed, and he's like, his phone goes off. He's like, it can't be any of the bats. He's like, I keep those notifications on silent because who was it? He said Cass sends a stream of notes.
Cass sends rest preventing emojis. Yes.
But he's like, sound alerts go to contacts who know only to message if it's important, and then guess it's from his sister. Building about to be hit. Get out.
Yeah.
So he grabs Haley, runs, but then he hits the fire alarm.
Yeah, because as he says, there's a lot of other people that live there.
Yep.
I'm a little bit sad, though, that his pajamas are not themed. It's just regular pajamas this time.
I know. Well, it was just him and Haley, he wasn't trying to impress Barbara. He's just wearing the old,
I know, but he could have been wearing, like, Superman or Wonder Woman or anybody in the Justice League.
The Flash.
That would have been funny.
Yeah,
exactly. That would have been hilarious. Should have been wearing Kid Flash pajamas. That would have been.
No. So he's running. He's yelling, "Fire! Fire! Everyone out!" Then look who comes running out. Clancy. But she's like, "Wait, Maurice on the third floor doesn't sleep with his hearing aid in." So Dick's like, "Here, take Haley. I'll get him out." But then he's like, Dick Grayson can't just be busting down doors. So I'm assuming he went back up to his apartment to get his suit because it's Nightwing who kicks.
He must have.
Yeah, because I don't think he could have hid that under what he was wearing.
But yeah, I thought Clancy looks really different from how she did before.
I mean, she has longer hair. Because remember, in the 90s, she had like the shorter hair and stuff, so.
That's true. I don't know, it's just like her face seems different. But I mean, I guess it's like she's a comic book character and every artist has a different style.
Again, it's a different artist. We've been through a few crises, so,
Well, the thing is I feel like she looks less Asian.
Yeah. Again, it could just be the artist, but yeah.
I mean, what do I know?
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, obviously she's, a callback to that because, she's used to be the super, but now she's a doctor and she has kids, so she's older. Even though Dick has gotten younger. So.
Oh, now.
He ages like Benjamin Button.
Retroactive continuity change. Back in the day now he was.
Also, they spelled Bridget differently because didn't she spell it just Britget the first time, and now it's Ette?
I think so.
So maybe it's actually not the same one as her doppelganger.
Again, the universe has been destroyed and created a couple times since then. So yeah, and yeah, like I said, new continuity. Now he was chasing after a cougar back in the day. Okay, because she's old. Is she older than him now?
Also, yes, Maurice. He's like, "Are you stealing my hearing aid?"
I know. He's like, "What, you break in to steal my hearing aid?" He's like, "What? No." That's when Barbara calls him. Barbara calls and said, "There's something just entered Bloodhaven airspace and it's moving fast. Looks like a military drone that shoots a missile at the bill." Yeah, Blockbuster not being too subtle here.
Well, he said not subtle, so
I know, but
kidding.
I know, but you could have had someone try to like sneak a bomb into the basement or something. But oh no, he's firing missile.
No, he's going for a big splash.
Oh yeah,
and then Dick gets hit with a rock.
Yeah, well, Dick dives out the window. Dick grabs the guy and dives out the window. Yeah, gets hit in the head with the back of the head with a rock.
So yeah, when did Wally get his wife and kids back?
It was a while ago, because they're all in the Flash book monthly now.
So how did it work? I mean, did he like get married again? And did he meet Linda all over again, or did they just like pop back up? Like, oh.
I mean, eventually she remembers, especially like he rescued the kids were like kind of trapped outside time and space. So once he brought all them back, I guess I don't know if that jogged her memory or whatever. So.
Okay. So she's like the same Linda as before. They did it.
Pretty much, yeah, because, again, all through DC, we're pretty much quietly erasing all that New 52 stuff, so...
No, it's like it didn't happen.
Pretty much.
Well, that's probably for the best.
Yeah, so, yeah, Wally and Linda are laying in bed, and, Linda gets an alert. There's an explosion in Bloodhaven, and then she's like, that's Dick's home, isn't it?
Wally,
I know. Then you see Bloodhaven seconds later.
Right, Wally's not messing around.
So, yeah, Wally just starts trying to dig Dick out from the rubble.
Breaking his fingers, but they're healing. What a bro.
I know. Well, that's what Dick said. He doesn't have super strength. He just has that speed. So, yeah, he's just literally breaking and instantaneously healing those fingers while he's trying to dig Dick out. But then...
fastest man on Earth and my best friend. And they hug! Ah! Love it. And then Maurice, he's hilarious. I want some justice. Arrest this man for stealing my hearing aid.
Well, I guess you're in the Justice League. I want some justice.
Maurice. Maurice is the kind of guy that if he didn't live in an apartment would be yelling at the kids, get off my lawn!
I know. He's like, he broke in, stole my hearing aid, and blew up my house. I'm like, if I'm Dick, I'm like, well, if it was me, why would I save you? So, yeah, then Barbara calls and is like, are you okay? And he's like, I'm bruised, scorched, and falsely accused of stealing a hearing aid.
I know, exactly. I mean, that's gotta hurt a little bit that you've been in Bloodhaven, and he immediately recognizes Flash when he's like, arrest this dude for stealing my hearing aid. Like, bro.
But yeah, Dick's like, I wouldn't be here if I hadn't been tipped off. I love Dick. Wally's like, police are on the way, and Dick's like, yeah, it's Bloodhaven police. They're probably looking to finish the job. And then Dick's like, this whole thing was about me. They're willing to kill everyone in the apartment to get to you. Yes. So Wally's like, whoa, don't tell her, for anyone knows you're missing, probably dead. So, let's kind of keep it that way for the moment. And Barbara's on the line, says, yeah, that's probably a good idea. And then Dick's like, I guess I could go to Gotham. And Wally's like, no, you're from Gotham. That's the next place to look.
I know, I love Wally's face. He's like, that's outrageous.
I know.
And then Wally, you'll stay with me. I know you'll object, but I mean, you're already in my house.
I know.
Amazing.
I love it's like, hey Dick, hey Linda, he brought you here without warning you first. Yeah, he'll do that. It's a terrible habit. But yeah, he says, Dick's like, I don't want to put your family at risk. Wally's like, you're not. He's like, but you don't look good, even for a guy who just went through an explosion. Dick, when was the last time you felt safe when you fell asleep? And Dick can't even really answer him. He's like, just stay here one night, knowing no one can find you, no one is coming to get you.
And then he says, Wally, could you get our dog?
Sure. Sure.
Yes, okay. So then Dr. Clancy is talking to the commissioner, and yeah, some bad stuff is going to be happening because there weren't that many people in that meeting.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because Clancy tells him, he's like, it was Dick Grayson who hit the fire alarm. So yeah, so the chief, after Clancy leaves, calls Blockbuster. It's like, someone in that meeting was talking. Well, if it wasn't the chief, and you probably figure it wasn't one of those assassin guards. So it's like, it's either Maroney or or
the mayor.
Uh-huh.
And of course, if they start digging, they'll find out. So yeah, I'm actually getting a little bit nervous for Melinda.
I know, especially since she
knows.
I
hope that something bad doesn't happen to her. That Dick doesn't get his half sister invented, and then she dies.
Yeah, because knowing the identity is never a good.
So.
All right, so yeah, next morning, Dick wakes up. Yeah, Wally's kids are there with Haley.
Jay and Iris. And he is wearing a fun t-shirt, a DC shirt this time.
Yeah, it's like one of the old DC logos from the 80s, early 90s, yeah.
Yep.
I love he's like, oh, Jay, Iris, you guys were just waiting for me to wake up. We weren't allowed screens while you were asleep. He's like, oh, right, priorities.
Yeah, how old do you think Jay and Iris are?
I
mean, they look pretty close to Damien's age.
I don't know if they're that old. I mean, I'd say.
I figured they were younger, but.
Yeah. I mean, what's Damien now? 13? They're probably closer to what Damien was before, 10 or so. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to know how old Damien is because it's like they say Damien's getting older, but are the others getting older? Is Tim still 17? I don't know.
But then, yeah, Wally's like, how you feel? I'm asking Dick, how you feeling? He's like, better than I have in weeks. Thanks.
Because he's eating cereal.
Well, he actually probably was able to sleep, because not only did no one besides.
And he's eating cereal, and you know how much Dick Grayson loves cereal.
I know. And again, the only one who knew he was there was Barbara. Plus, you got one of the, most powerful metas on the planet. You're fine. Wally sets up the board. He's like, we get that target off your back. He's like, I don't have a plan. I just have these photos stuck to my wall. I love Dick. It's a good start.
Good start. And then I need to talk to my sister. You're what? She's mayor of Bloodhaven. I feel like I've missed several key details here. Yes, he forgot to leave Wally, plug Wally in. And then some randos try to take Barbara. And then this I thought was funny because, recently the solicit for 92 came out about how Dick and Barbara have to have a talk about their relationship. And they're like, we only want your boyfriend. And she's like, that doesn't make him my boyfriend. We really haven't put a label on our relationship yet.
I know. I love how one of the guys is like, yeah, you were there when two Bloodhaven detectives, interviewed him in his apartment. She's like, that don't mean nothing.
I know. They're like, yeah, whatever. We don't actually care. So
I know. So yeah. So luckily, I guess she has her earpiece or whatever, and then she calls Dick and Wally. She's like, I'm in the back of a van. I got She's like, I can break out. She's like, I already have the door unlocked. She's like, but it's gonna make a scene of Barbara Gordon's like escaping in the middle of the street. So. Also, I love how she says they fridged me. Green Lantern 54, kids.
I mean, and then it kept happening.
No. But yeah, she tells them, white van, gives them the license plate number, and Wally's like, I'll have you out. And Dick's like, no, don't. He's like, wait, what? You don't want to rescue Babs? He's like, these people are willing to kidnap people I love to get me. There's another way to play this. I want to know where this van is going and who's waiting and who's waiting for it, because we see it's the KG Beast.
Oh no! I'm like, open it up.
I know.
And it's not Barbara.
Surprise! I know, because I'm sure Wally got them in that van without anybody seeing.
Yep.
I love
got Barbara out, and then Wally's like, wait.
I love this. I know. He's like, wait, KG Beast? And Dick's like, yeah. He's like, the guy who shot you in the head? He's like, yes. And I love Wally. Oh, man, we have a long list of friends who've wanted to get their hands on you. And he just starts charging at him. He goes, and I am very glad I got to you first.
And that's the end!
Oh, Beast is in trouble.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, you got a guy charging at you who can move at the speed of light, who can punch you a couple thousand times in the face before you blink. Yeah, Beast is in trouble.
And he's mad because you shot his best friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So this was a great issue.
It was diggity dang.
I mean, Tom Taylor really killing it with, using the team-ups to, pull the feelings in, First it was the John Kent stuff. Now it's Wally,
It's true. The man's working overtime.
But at least we got Melinda back. It's been a while since we've seen Melinda. Probably, since before Fear State.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
This is the first time this year we've seen her.
Yeah, it is.
A+.
The only thing that can make me more happy is if Tom Taylor makes Nightwing, bisexual or pansexual or something too. Then that would be so many thumbs up.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're going to do that just not to steal Tim's thunder.
No, but a woman can dream, Phil.
I know, but it just seems so weird because it was Tim and then John Kent both came out within a month of each other. But no, I'm hoping.
I just want them eventually to all come out because it makes conservatives mad on Reddit, and so that's fun.
That doesn't take a lot. How about another 10 issues? We have a wedding. I mean, they toyed with They toyed with our emotions with that Bruce Wayne, with that Batman and Catwoman wedding. So they're never going to marry Batman off. How about we let Dick Grayson get married?
Yeah, that would be interesting. I don't know. I can't decide because Wally's married, and Donna got married for a while.
Again, it's
but I don't know. They seem really reluctant to do it with the Bats.
I know, but it's you have so many Robins. You can marry one of them off, and Dick being the oldest, it makes kind of sense.
Yeah.
I mean, those two have been off and
also,
on.
He's not legally dead.
What?
Like Jason. I said also he's not legally dead like Jason.
Oh, yeah.
It would kind of be hard for a dead person to get married.
Yeah. And I don't know how old Jason's supposed to be, but
I guess legally to get married, it wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, I don't know how old Jason's supposed to be, but the rest of them are kind of young to get married. So yeah, let's make it Dick. Come on, issue 100. Come on, Tom Taylor, triple-sized issue. Come on.
There's no way that's gonna happen. We're already on issue 90. They'll have to lead up to it for 5 years or something ridiculous.
150. All right. I don't like it when they reboot, but what if they rebooted and instead of a Nightwing book, we got a Nightwing and Batgirl book or a Nightwing and Oracle book?
I mean, yeah. Why couldn't we just get that extra?
Nightwing, Oracle, and Haley book.
It's its own little trinity.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it would be cool, but I don't know. I feel like DC would be more likely to have Dick get married than Bruce, but it still kind of feels unlikely. I don't know. They seem to have a thing about the bats that they don't want them to do that.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, yeah, that was an A+ for me.
What'd you say?
I said this was an A+ book for me this week.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
All right. So should we get to the Grayson issues?
Most definitely.
All right. So we talked about it, kids. I put 5. We're doing issues 5 through 8, annual 1, because you can get those collected in a trade paperback form. It'll be Grayson Volume 2. We All Die at Dawn. Oh, is that a play on the classic Robin Dies at Dawn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus, we have some near-death experiences in here.
Exactly. All right. So here's the synopsis for this. Former acrobat, former Robin, former Nightwing spy Dick Grayson, now entrenched in the international spy organization known as Spiral, is on the hunt for the Paragon Protocol, metahuman biological organs that grant normal humans supernatural abilities. But the secret lifestyle of a spy isn't easy. Dick must survive a desert with a brutal man known as Midnighter while protecting the life of an infant. Then there's the fatalistic rock band and the brain-damaged Irish bomber. And what exactly is Mr. Minos, director of Spiral, up to? So, yes, yeah, get Midnighter back.
I like Midnighter.
Oh yeah. So what? Is that the issue 5 or is that one of the later issues in this? What we're covering tonight, where remember before Midnighter was like, oh, I can see you, you fight like Jazz or something, but here.
Yeah, no, that was in here. I think it's 6.
Okay, but yeah, where Dick's like,
because that. So in number 5, the blast that took out the helicopter or whatever, took out the spiral thing, the hypnos implant. So yeah, what is it? Somehow the mother had the heart, and so then the heart got passed into the baby, or the baby had the heart all along?
I don't know if the baby had the heart all along. But
by the end, the baby definitely has it.
Yeah.
So I wasn't quite sure.
Because Spiral and Midnighter, after this baby, the helicopter crashes, and it's Midnighter, Dick, and Helena in the desert, trying to get out and trying to keep this baby alive. And of course, everyone else drops, but of course it's Dick Grayson who just keeps going until he gets help for that kid. Even Midnighter, who's basically been, altered and has all these implants and stuff, but nope, Dick Grayson, just regular old Dick Grayson outlasts him. But no, yeah, I love when him and Midnighter are fighting, and he's like, "Oh, I've studied all your moves. Now that I know it's you, I've studied all your moves and stuff." Security.
So the one time they're around the campfire, he says, "I could just take her from you, Mr. Grayson." And he's like, "Yeah, I see you now, Dick. Argus's EMP took out everything, including your pathetic spiral hypnos."
Yeah.
So he knows.
But I just love how Dick switches it up because Midnighter's like, "Yeah, I've studied all your moves." Nightwing, he's like, "Oh yeah, well, have you studied Robin's?" I guess he just starts taking them down with just Robin moves. Which it seems like more. I mean, probably because he was a kid, but it seemed like it was more legs and I don't want to say more acrobatic, but just like handstands, kicking him in the head and stuff. And it was interesting that he could just flip a switch and he's like, "Okay, this is the only stuff Robin would I did as Robin."
Oh yeah. Anyway, at the end of 5, because it's important for the end of 8, Dick gets rescued by a couple. Well, Dick and the baby get rescued by the couple, and they tell Minos that say shame about the heart. You had it when you were holding the baby, lost in the crash. Now we'll never know the secrets, the powers. But then you see the baby in the crib, and the baby, because the husband's like, "Have you seen my phone?" And then you see the baby has it, and she crushes it. And then you later find out why it is that baby that has so much power. Yeah. Then in 6, that's one of the most famous Midnighter lines in this, which is, Dick and Helena are on this island where there's that creepy orca that's like a murderous land orca as well. And Midnighter, the whole time Midnighter's also trying to get all these same things so that he can keep them in the God Garden, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, then he steps out and he says, Well, he says to himself, your nifty hypnos tech trick may make it so I can't see Spiral agents' faces, but I'd know that ass anywhere. I swear that is like the most famous line out of this entire run.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if nothing else, this run made that butt famous, yeah.
Well, I mean, the butt was already famous. The run, like, poked fun at the butt already being famous.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Midnighter has some really good lines. Like, damn, that was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And I know that ass anywhere.
But yeah, this page or two is always emblazoned in my head. Yeah, the one where he's like, do you know Robin's moves? And yeah, you can do jazz. How about punk rock?
Yeah, because he hears something, and that's when he gets grabbed.
Oh, yeah. But it's funny because Midnighter takes Dick's hypnos, but it's so after they fight a little bit, he hits him with the magic word. He's just like, yep, subliminal post-hypnotic suggestion causes your hypnos implant to emit a mild shock to your brain.
Yeah, so Midnighter at this point still feels, he thinks that Dick is bad. Like, he doesn't know that Dick's trying to bust Spiral up.
Yeah, no.
Okay. And yeah, so somehow, like, we never really see it happen. It's just one of the things that Midnighter can do is somehow he got Dick's hypnos out of him and into himself.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I thought, for some reason, I don't know if it's just me, but I thought they were like almost like contact lenses or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe. It's just we never see when he, like, how it is that he gets them out, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how it is that he does it, but yeah, he does it.
That's what I'm saying. If they're just contacts, I mean, he maybe just pulls them off. I don't know. But
yeah, maybe because Dick's eye's kind of bleeding.
Yeah, but Dick gets taken to the God Garden.
So, yeah, and somehow he says, designed for removing wetware or installing it. So, yeah, I don't know. Somehow he gets it out of him and gets it back in.
Mm-hmm. But then
he's like, I'm going to reverse engineer it. I'm still not entirely sure how it is that collecting these organs is going to tell Minos who the Justice League people are. I mean, do the organs contain their DNA or something?
I don't know. I don't know if they ever fully explain that.
I mean, it's like, whatever, I'll go with it, but...
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, because I didn't read too far ahead, so if they explain that later, I can't remember. But yeah, because the next organ's this brain that, this band is using at this rock concert to, like, push out all these negative emotions, which I love.
By silence.
Yeah, I love that, Helena's even like, she's like, he tells Dick, you're going to have to be the one that, you're the least negative among all of us. You're the one who's going to have to get up there and get that brain.
Well, once he gets let out, because Midnighter...
Yeah.
Because Midnighter has the hypnos, Helena is able to...
Yeah,
like share what she learned with him. And then Midnighter's like, oh my god, Dick Grayson was telling the truth! And then he's mad at the gardener.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was like, no, let's let people destroy it themselves. And then, so, I guess it turns out that this Sin by Silence group was affiliated with the Fist of Cain the whole time?
I guess, yeah.
Or maybe, like, later they became Fist of Cain members. I don't know.
Maybe.
Timeline. But, yeah, because Dick has a couple, like, man, I mean, their songs sound terrible. Like, Morning Breath is all right by me or whatever. He's like, I skated to that with my favorite redhead, and now it's ruined.
Oh, look, he says favorite redhead. He doesn't say which one.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to assume it's Barbara.
I'm pretty sure, too, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It could be Wally.
Oh, no, I was going to say Corey, but okay.
Oh!
But no, I assumed it was Barbara when I read that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I think we're definitely supposed to because he's been talking about her before.
Oh, yeah.
When he calls Bruce, he asks about Alfred, Bruce, and Barbara.
Yeah. But yeah, I love even getting bombarded with these negative emotions from the brain. He like tells Midnighter, no killing.
Right, but I enjoy this part where Helena is like, you don't hate it, you don't take a life, you do it. Then she kisses him. She's like, okay, that cleared my arm a little bit. Go up for it. And he says, yeah, I'll keep thinking clean thoughts. That's a callback to the 60s show, because there's an episode where Batman tells Robin, think clean thoughts, chum.
Yep. But yeah, after the whole thing's over, like Helena says she doesn't remember a lot of it, and Dick's like, you don't remember kissing me passionately? And she's like, yeah, you're funny. Yeah,
she thinks it's a joke. So, yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting thing with Helena. I mean, I think she does like Dick, but she also was like, no, we can't.
Yeah. I think she's coming to respect him.
I mean, she kind of, as time gets on, she kind of likes him a little bit more, but I don't know. Overall, she's like, I don't need Hypnos.
All right.
Okay, yeah, then for me, the next one is the annual, talking about, is that how it is on there? Okay.
No, let me see. Here, I'm pulling up the, on the DC Universe app, the annual came between 5 and 6, but yeah, it really doesn't matter.
I mean, we can also talk about it at the end. I mean, I feel like the annual was interesting, but also kind of weird.
Yeah, because for the most part, you're following this bomber who has Helena hostage and stuff, and then the whole gag is, it's Dick in disguise.
Which I feel like, I mean, maybe it's just because this was not the first time I read it, but I feel like the whole time I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely Dick saying this stuff. He reminds me of the dude in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
The whole time it kept making me think of that.
Yeah, well, he was talking about Rock and Rob, so yeah, I remember the first time I read this, I'm like, it was just Dick.
Right, and then it's hilarious how, the matches Malone is the contact.
Oh yeah, this woman's like, oh yeah, your story better match up, so let me call my guy in Gotham. Yeah, and then it turns out to be matches Malone. So I wonder if they knew that ahead of time. I'm sure Bruce and Dick knew that ahead of time, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they've been playing the long game, or
Yeah.
Bruce has got plenty of people that he's. But yeah, then it's like some kind of green skin or something that they took from.
Yeah, they said something about a Green Lantern skin, but not.
Yeah, well, I mean, because the Francis dude was super green.
Yeah, because I swore. I don't know if that was literal, but I swear someone said something about a Green Lantern skin. But I'm like, their power's in their rings, not skin. Yes, I don't know how that works, but.
Yeah, then unfortunately the woman kills the guy because he's like, nobody's gonna believe that story. So.
Yep. Yeah, that was kind of weird. I was like, wait, did Dick know that was gonna happen? I'm sure he didn't set that guy up to get killed, right?
No, I don't think they knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I would hope not.
Oh my god, that covered to 8. Just Dick's fist hit Minos in the face.
Minos has it coming.
Yep.
Yeah, he's talking. And then, okay, so we know later that that's Kathy Kane, right? But we don't know that yet.
Yeah, no, it's not like towards the end, yeah.
Is this 7 or 8 when he's punching him in the face?
8, yeah.
8, okay. So, we see the girls again.
Oh, yes, we meet Juan and Jim, yes. The girls are very impressed with Juan and Jim.
Got shot with her own arrow.
Yep, she's like, it's mine.
Realize Minos is making his move. There's hardly any agents there, so he thinks he can take them out, and he thought he'd take out Helena, and then he would be very dishonorable and take out Tiger while he's praying.
I know.
Blow.
But Dick is not happy. He flips up and crashes through the window. And the girls decide to go help Dick.
Paragon.
Oh yeah, Paragon, which basically, I guess this is what we're using the organs for. It's kind of like, it's almost like a Mazo. This thing has the powers of the Justice League. So.
But that's important.
Yeah, because
it has the powers of the Justice League.
Yeah, because Dick and Tiger.
It's like, we're not going to die. Have I mentioned you're an idiot? It was pretty much implied.
Yeah, Dick's like, I fought beside the Justice League, trained to fight against them. Wonder whose idea that was. Because he's like, they have weaknesses. Cyborg's blasts are usually preceded by a small crackle. Listen for it, then move. Flash needs room to operate. Getting close, and his blows start to land on his own body. Aquaman's eyes are perfect, so his aim is perfect. But perfect is predictable. Imagine the best angle and get out of its way. Green Lantern constructs require crazy concentration. Hit it from a dozen different angles. Let the confusion bring it down. Superman super breath.
So was it a Green Lantern brain?
I don't know. I mean, it has energy constructs. Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's like some of them seem like they kind of perfectly match up, but it's like, who's the stomach?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Martian Manhunter also feels like he should be the brain because
Yeah, I mean, unless that's the Green Lantern skin from that annual, but again.
But then we have, just because he doesn't have Wonder Woman's strength, because we never got the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Child in the desert, Batman. So I guess that's how he knows to basically aim for the heart area, right? Because it's empty.
I guess, yeah.
Like, okay, where's your gun? Just on the other side. And then, boom! Here come our favorite students.
Yeah, they distract it while Dick dives over and grabs the gun. Tiger's
That's their catch. And he says, thanks, ladies. Extra credit all around.
I love all Tiger's like, wait a minute, Agent 8 said you're a horrible shot. And Dick makes the shot. He's like, well, that's what spies do. They lie.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking that whole time when they were doing it. I'm like, he can't be that terrible of a shot. Like, Batman would have made sure that they had to. So the gun, like, takes out the Paragon thing.
Mm-hmm. So Minos, shows up. It's like, oh, well done. And, that's when Helena shoots him from behind with that crossbow. But no, he's telling Kathy later, it's a light composite, something of my own design, pretending to be me.
Yeah, so it turns out Helena didn't really kill him.
Yes, but Kathy did.
Yes.
So, yeah. We'll get to more Grayson in a few weeks, but this is a nice place to take a break anyway, because at this point, this is where they took a 2-month break for Convergence, so...
Oh!
Yeah,
okay.
so between 8 and 9, that was the 2 months where we got, like, that Nightwing and Oracle series, that Teen Titans series...
Oh, okay.
That detective one with the Red Sun Superman, all that stuff happened in that 2 months, so...
Yeah, well, I mean, it is clearly, like, kind of a stopping point, because...
Well, yeah, it's kind of like...
And one, like, Minos.
Yeah.
And thing, yeah.
It's kind of like a season finale.
Yeah. So, yeah, when are we going back to Grayson? In a couple months or in a couple weeks?
No, let me see. I think it's... Here, let me pull the schedule up. But I think it's only a couple weeks. I don't think it's more than a month, but let me see. But yeah, the Grayson stuff never seems to slow down. Oh, yeah, so 1... Yeah, we'll have 4 episodes between now and the next time we do Grayson, so, yeah.
Right, yeah, what's up for next week? I forgot.
Next week will be Nightwing 48 and 49, from the Chuck Dixon
back in the day.
Yeah. And then, all right, Kristen, and then the 3 weeks after that, before we get more Grayson, you know what that is? 2 words. You've been talking about this for a while. Tentacle Monster.
Oh, yes! Did you get in touch with that guy?
No,
I really want to talk to him.
I'm trying to find him. I don't know if he's on social media or, I'm trying, but...
What's his name?
Is it Bruce Jones, I think? How many Bruce Jones could be in the world? No, I'm trying.
Like, so many.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the other creators we've talked to knows him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he... I'm trying to remember. I don't know if he did a lot of comics. I'm trying to remember. He might have did a run at Marvel and Hulk, but I don't remember like a ton besides like those 2 runs. So can't remember. I thought
who was the artist?
Let me see. But yeah, I thought I read somewhere like he was from TV or movies or so. Like he was a writer for television or movies. So yeah, I don't think his main thing was comics. I don't know if he just like came in every so often.
Because maybe the writer, maybe the
118 penciler Joe Dodd. Yeah, I don't know him either. So 118, with a bloody Nightwing glove holding that knife because it was supposed to be Jason.
I think I remember right. Which one? Yeah, wait. Which one are we doing again?
What?
Which one does the tentacle stuff start with?
118. Yeah, it's like I have it split up like. Well, the first 2 weeks, it's only 2 issues each week, and then I think the last week is, 3 issues. But yeah, it's 118 through 124.
Right, yeah, it's right after the...
Yeah, right after the proposal.
Yeah, it's 1 year later, yeah.
Yeah, they skip ahead, yeah, because remember, they were going to kill Dick off, and then that was supposed to be Jason, but...
Right, and that's what I want to talk about. Like, is that for real? Well, some of them, I'm not sure if is 124 part of it?
I think that might be the last part. I'm pretty sure that's the last part.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, that's an excellent cover. Like, that's very famous.
Oh, with him leaping off the building? Yeah. Yeah.
The inks are by Bit. Oh, some of the covers were by Jock. Who's Bit?
I don't know. Yeah, and then 124 is a different penciler, so he might add a few pencilers. But yeah, I believe that's Bruce Jones' whole run on Nightwing 118 to 124.
Yeah, because then 125 is when Marv comes back.
Yeah.
And it's sadly not quite as good as...
Oh my god, that would be hard. I'm sure that's a hard one to get, but I was gonna say for some either Titan stuff or that Nightwing run, we should try to get Marv, but I'm sure that'll be hard.
I think I have his email.
Oh, do you? Oh, that's right.
It was in the book.
Okay, well maybe one day we'll have to talk to him. Well, we have Titan stuff coming up too this year, so unless we just hit him with everything at once.
Might be like kind of an important person.
What?
I said, I don't know, maybe he's an important person.
He kind of is.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Kind of is. All right, so anything else?
I'm good. Wait, remind us again. What is our homework, Phil?
All right, yes, I was going to say, let me read that again. Okay, next week, Nightwing 48 and 49 from the original ongoing, and then, yeah.
Back in the day. So that's like probably 90s, isn't it?
Yeah, it might be mid-late 90s, yeah. And then, the 3 weeks after that, in 2 weeks, Nightwing 118 and 119. In 3 weeks, Nightwing 120 and 121. And then we wrap up that Bruce Jones run with Nightwing 122 through 124. So, and then we get back to Grayson. And, of course, we'll slot in the new issue whenever it comes out. Probably a month.
Sounds epic.
Diggity dank.
Yeah, that's right. It sounds diggity dank. You know what? So I've been trying to make Diggity Dank happen for years, and it's not that successful. I've also shown again in my witchcraft class that movie The Witch. Did you ever see it? The Eggers movie. And you know how at the end he says, "Do you want to live deliciously?" So now I also want to try to make live deliciously a thing. So now we've got two things, Phil: Diggity Dank and live deliciously.
I'm trying on the Diggity Dank. Anytime I bring up your name, like on one of our shows, like the Lilith or something, I'll be like, "Oh, you know who would like this?"
Diggity Dank.
And I just play it. I'm trying to make that synonymous with you. It's just
okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. All right, kids. So yes, do your homework. Lots of good stuff coming up. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, follow Nightwing News on Facebook, on Twitter. Join the Nightwing fan group on Facebook. Please go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Every episode we do gets a video, including any creator interviews. Most importantly, if you can, please subscribe to the Patreon. $3 to $5 gets you early access to all the creator interviews. Mr. DG Chichester talks to me and Lilith every month. Another one's coming up here soon.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And Patreon exclusive superhero movie brackets. We'll find the worst superhero movie of all time, even if it kills us.
It might.
It might, I know. So, yeah, so please subscribe for that. You'll get that nowhere else. And, of course, you can always pick up your Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Find everything at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And, of course, most important business, go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder on Amazon. Especially fans of this show, that's a required reading. You need to pick that up. Hey, before Nightwing shows up in any movie or anything, or hey, you want to get caught up on the character's massive history, if you're just getting into the comics, hey, Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. That's like the Cliff Notes. Come on. You want the Cliff Notes of the last 80-some years? Yes, Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. All right, kids. So, yes. Come back next time for Nightwing 48 and 49. And then 3 weeks of Tentacle Monster. Well, I don't think that story. Jason steals his brother's clothes. But yeah, if we can find Bruce Jones, I want to be like, hey, what was that story going to be if Dick had been dead?
All right, we're gonna hunt him down.
Hunt you down. That's right. We want to talk tentacle monsters. Come on.
I don't think those are tentacles.
All right, kids. So yes, got your homework. Come back next time. Same wing time.
Same wing channel.
The Nightwing News. Get yourself a friend who looks at you the way Wally West looks at Dick Grayson.
Hi, I'm one of the High Priests of Khonshu Ray, and I have the sacred privilege of providing you, the loony listener, with a podcast honouring Marvel's very own Moon Knight. So join me and a host of others at Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, or support the show by becoming a Patreon member. Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. It's time to get your Khonshu on.